Hello YouTubers, beer geeks, and beer hounds alike. Bill here. We're going to do a beer review. This one is by Kern River Brewing Company. And they're from Kernville, California. And this one is called Camp Nelson IPA. And it comes in at 7% alcohol by volume. And that's what the can looks like. I've never had this before, so I've never even seen this before. I picked it up at Total Wine & More for like, I don't know, 14 bucks for 4 pints. And it says here, tucked away in the southern Sierras is a small enclave called Camp Nelson. Nah. Don't need to hear that story. Want to hear about the beer. Their brewery group of the year 2019. Great American Beer Festival. I've tried a couple of their other beers before. They're really good. So let's get it cracked open and see what we got here. Looks like a West Coast style to me. So Camp Nelson, maybe they're referring to maybe Nelson hops. Could be. Yeah, 7%. Doesn't say the IBUs. This came in the 4-pack and it had a sticker on top, so it's near a month old. At least they do that. It's got a slight haze to it, I see. All right. Okay. So we have a monster, frothy, creamy, silky, creamy, a little bit bouncy. Yeah, it's got some pretty good haze to it, for sure. It's definitely not clear. I don't think they're going for New England, but it's pretty hazy. It's definitely, I would call it a hazy IPA for sure. Really nice head. Really good thick head there. You can see some of the sharpness of the light through it. Alright. Definitely can see through it. Oh yeah. Alright. I've been very impressed with their beers so far. Hopefully this will impress as well. Wow, look at that head. Gnarly. Let's get an aroma on this puppy. I'm getting a good malt sweetness right up front. Similar to their other beers. It's almost like a chocolate maltiness. But then there's some hops coming through. But the malty note that I'm picking up is just overriding whatever hops that there are, so it's really hard for me to detect like exactly what kind of hops I'm smelling. So let's get a hit. Cheers. Okay. Wow, that's really good. That's very tasty. It's got a medium mouthfeel, very creamy, smooth mouthfeel. The hops, it's hoppy. It's not citrusy, it's not fruity. It's not piney, it's not floral, it's not necessarily earthy. This one's like interesting because it's not really like it's got some hoppiness though, but it's hard to kind of pinpoint what it is. Definitely on the malt part though, I'm picking up that kind of chocolate, almost chocolate kind of a maltiness. It's weird. And I picked up that same kind of note on their other beers, so they must be using the same malts on their IPAs and just using different hops. Look at that head. Really thick and creamy, like whipped cream. It's so good. This is so good. So I'm gonna pause it and let it warm up and drink on it for a while and see if I can kind of figure out what these hops are tasting like here. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I took a few sips and this is a pretty tough beer to describe, but it's a very, very well constructed beer. There's no booziness, no raw alcohol notes, nothing like that. Hang on one second. Okay, like I was saying, there's no booziness or no raw alcohol notes. It's got medium mouthfeel, really smooth mouthfeel. Um, the malt is super awesome on this. I mean, look at the lacing on the glass. Really good head retention. I guess I pick up a little bit of I guess citrusy fruits underneath the maltiness, but I mean it's pretty hoppy, but it's hard to describe exactly what hop I'm really tasting here. Like it's just hard to describe, you know. It's there though, but it doesn't smell like orange or grapefruit or nothing. None of that stuff. It's just there. You know, it smells like hops. I guess it's slightly citrusy, but it's like hoppy, not fruity. Really awesome. Look at that. Really good stuff. Yeah, man. These guys are killing it. Really making some really awesome beers. Um, so I guess little grapefruits in there. I mean, like on the back end. I guess it would be a little bit of oranges in there, but it doesn't taste orange. It's hops, you know. So it's a little. It tastes like a bigger beer than 7% because of the malt, but they're putting some really good ingredients in this stuff. They're brewing it with really good ingredients. You can tell. It's a really awesome beer. So that's pretty much what I got on this puppy. On a scale of 1 to 5 stars, I'm going to give this 4.5 stars out of 5. It's pretty damn awesome. I'll swirl it one more time and maybe I can pick up something and let you know what I pick up here. It's just like a really good blend of the malts and the hops, and it's not a fruit bomb, that's for sure. It's a hop bomb. It's an awesome beer. So 4.5 stars it is. That's my story. I'm going to stick with that. I'll have the description of this beer at the bottom of the video in the description section. Please like and subscribe. I'd much appreciate that. And I'm going to give this one double horns up. It's pretty damn awesome. I am getting a lingering note on the back end that's sort of like grapefruit, I guess. So if there's going to taste like any kind of fruit, it would be like a grapefruit, I would say. But then there's that really awesome malt that just kind of has that kind of almost chocolate kind of a note. It might just be me, you know. This beer could taste totally different to to you or anybody else. Everybody's taste buds are different, so But I can tell you this beer is awesome. So 4.5 stars it is. All right, y'all have a good evening. We'll check you later. See ya.